in prison. We'll have more on that in just a minute. There's a little support for that from my audience. But first, I've got a new federal lawsuit that alleges he was an accomplice in the secret videotaping of, get this, shocking, it's Jared, nude minors. Back with Sarah, Vanessa, and Troy, and I'm not talking about people that wear a spelunking light on their hat. I'm talking about children. Vanessa, what do we know?
So the lawsuit was filed by one of the underage victims that sent him to prison, that case that sent him to prison for 15 years. And it also names Russell Taylor, who used to be the head of his charity. And he's currently serving 27 years for child porn and child exploitation.
Just so I'm clear, is that the other guy we're seeing in control room? Is that that's his accomplice look?
Yes, that's him. The lawsuit alleges that Taylor secretly videotaped the underage victim several times when she visited their home between 2011 and 2015. And that Taylor shared the nude images with Fogle, and the victim is seeking $150,000.
All right, buckle up, everybody, because this suit says that cameras were concealed in clock radios, then positioned towards the victim and other minors as they were changing clothing, showering, bathing. Sarah, I've got vomit in my mouth.
I understand that, but you know what? Fogle, it's not his house. He didn't position those cameras. He was, yeah, of course.
He was trafficking this stuff.
No, he was getting it from his friend. He was reaping the benefits of the fruits of his friend's labor.
They were working together. They were working in concert.
I don't think so.
This was a conspiracy.
Where's the evidence of the conspiracy?
They were sharing these things, giggling about it, doing, whatever that they were doing.
No, according to this lawsuit,
use those images.
According to this lawsuit, Taylor was doing everything. It was at his house. He was setting up the cameras. Why
did he have kids at his house?
Well, I mean, okay, the fact that he's a pedophile, obviously went to prison. I mean, that's
they were running a charity, Dr. They were running a charity to benefit children.
Oh,
right.
What a horrible thing.
So there's the negligent supervision. There's all those.
Sarah,
and Fogle was involved in the charity too.
So you're blaming the charity?
No, I'm not blaming the charity. I'm just saying that Fogle was not in on this activity.
You're defending him exclusively.
Exclusively.
All right, we'll come. You guys want to beat Sarah up too while you're? I'm not inciting any violence. I'm not like Mr. Trump. The suit also alleges that the conduct of Fogle and the Taylors was, quote, extreme, outrageous, and reckless, and that Jane Doe, at question in this suit, Jane Doe will continue to suffer severe emotional distress and personal injury. And Troy, that's what you're saying, right?
That's right. I mean, she is going to suffer severe emotional distress. And just because Fogle wasn't the one that set up the camera, wasn't the one that set up the DVR to tape it, doesn't make him any less culpable.
I'm going to feel good about Sarah. She's fighting for the system, not for Jared Fogle. She's fighting for the system. Everyone deserves a defense.
Whatever makes you happy.
Now, he is currently seeking appeal of this 15-year sentence. His original plea deal with the government was for 12 years. So he is saying that his current sentence is, quote, excessive. And I know, and Sarah's of course nodding her head because she's the defense attorney, but for crying out loud, 14 victims, a life course altered. 12 years is excessive for that, Troy?
Well, in a plea bargain in federal court, it's just a recommendation from the prosecutor. It's not like in state court.
Are you defending it too?
Well, no, I'm saying that
not excessive.
The judge has the discretion to deviate from the agreement, and that's exactly what she did here.
Vanessa, back to the court of what? Common sense?
Court of common sense.
Let's do it. Come on.
I think 15 years is too low. He should be put away for life because these children will be affected for life.
All right, next up, I have the brother of the inmate who assaulted Jared. That's right, Jared was assaulted in prison recently, as you heard Nancy saying a few minutes ago.